In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful.
Assalamu Alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, my dear sister in Islam. Welcome to another episode of this Reword Mentoring series. Today we'll be talking about how to inform and train and teach the rewards converts about Hajj pilgrimage. Make sure you tell them the meaning of the word Hajj, which means gathering, a huge gathering, congregation. And Hajj is a fifth pillar of Islam, and it is only incumbent upon those people who can afford to go there. It is not compulsory on every single Muslim. Those who are financially and physically able to go there, they can do that. Likewise, zakat or charity, giving 2.5% of your wealth, is only incumbent upon those who have a savings. So if somebody doesn't have any savings above a certain threshold, then they are absolved or relieved from giving zakat. So zakat is only on the savings. Zakat is only for the rich people. Likewise, Hajj is also for the rich people. If somebody is poor and they don't have enough money saved up to go for that pilgrimage to Mecca, then they are free. They are not required, and they don't have to worry about being in trouble with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is merciful, Allah is compassionate, and Allah knows that this person is not able to do or fulfill that requirement, that worship, because Allah has not given them the means. So there's nothing to feel sad about it. A lot of times rewards may feel sad that I'm depressed, that I can't go for pilgrimage, I can't go for Umrah, I don't have the means. So you can counsel them and cajole them that, look, Allah knows best what is your condition. He is well aware of you and your circumstances. There's nothing to be sad about. You can pray to Allah. You can ask Allah, like we talked about in the previous episode about the different prayers. They can pray Salatul Hajj for Hajj and for Umrah. And inshallah, Allah will listen to them from the prayers of need and grant them the sufficient provisions to be able to go. Make sure when you go through Hajj and Zakat, you give the details to the rewards of what is to be done and how it's to be performed. And if they have more questions and details, they can ask their local imam in the masjid who can give them the other fiqh opinions and juristic things. Regarding Hajj, you can tell them what are the main rituals that are performed over there in terms of tawaf around Kaaba and the Safa and Marwa, traveling sa'i, and then also camping in Mina in the tents, and then walking over to Arafat, and then from there to Muzdalifah, and then from Muzdalifah to the Jamrat, and how the whole 5 days are culminated, which are the 5 days of Hajj, and what people do in that, and the ihram and all of that, and going to Medina and visiting the Prophet's mosque and peace upon him. All of these are parts of the Hajj, and that needs to be understood, that what is the reasoning behind that. Why we throw stones at Jamrat, following the footsteps of Ibrahim alayhi salam, that he threw stones when Iblis or Shaitan came to, whisper him and deviate him. And why we sacrifice the animal after the culmination of Hajj, and other Muslims around the world in Eid al-Adha sacrifice the animal to commemorate the sacrifice of Abraham that he did for the sake of Allah, even willing to do for his son, and Allah replaced the son with a sheep or a goat or a ram. The other thing is to understand that Hajj is an opportunity for the believer to remove their sins, to become like a newborn baby. All the previous sins are forgiven by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So whoever performs Hajj becomes like a newborn baby, where they are clean from all sins and mistakes, and they have a new beginning, a new life to practice on. And that is why if they can go for Hajj, is good. If not, that is fine. They can at least go for Umrah at least once in their lifetime to perform that smaller Hajj journey known as Umrah, the smaller journey where they don't have to do all the other rituals in that. Jazakallah khairan wa salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.